What is happening, everybody? All right, so we are releasing today a combo pack of our two best selling and most loved indicators, which are Street Sweeper, which you see on the left-hand side, and Docs VWAP, which you see on the right-hand side here. Um, they go together very well. The Docs VWAP is kind of a grid that you can use under Street Sweeper if you want to see it from a different point of view. We use these tools together, so I'll show you what it's all about. So on the left-hand side here, we have Street Sweeper. Now this tool was made for more of a vertical view of the market. We're looking for market structure type of view to this. Along with it comes your big trades volume bubbles for NinjaTrader that we've developed here. And it comes with about 5 pieces of the best parts of different trading styles. So from the order flow perspective, you've got your volume bubbles. From you also have your imbalances, which are these shaded gray areas. Those are also known as fair value gaps. We've got a volume profile element to this. It's very unique. It shows your visible range, but then you can lock it in place with the lock button, and you can move it around, and your volume profile will stay where it is. It shows you your value area low, your value area high, and your point of control. You've also got your swing levels here. And the idea behind this is you're looking for sweeps of prior levels. So all you guys that trade ICT style stuff, now you can have a really clear view of these sweeps and your fair value gaps with your big trades block order volume bubbles. So these bubbles allow you to see absorption at the lows, as you see right here. These red bubbles mean there's massive selling pressure coming down into this level, and the price is not going any further. So that is absorption. It also shows you aggressive buying, as you see at the bottom of this wick right here, at the top of this wick right here. That is absorption up there. We went up, we went up, we went up. We've got massive buying up here, but the price could not go any further. And as it starts to come down below this bubble, we start hitting the stops of these buyers and their sell stops. And then we start accelerating to the downside. So the idea here is to use the best parts of all of these different trading styles and keep it as simple as possible. For some reason, everybody loves to complicate their trading. It's really not necessary. This right here, if I could have had this, if I didn't make this, if I could have had this years ago, it would have changed everything for me. This is one of our favorites here. Now, on the right-hand side, we have Doc's VWAP with Street Sweeper overlaid. And Doc's VWAP is, quite frankly, the best VWAP indicator, the most robust VWAP indicator for NinjaTrader that is created. You've got your standard you've got VWAP line, this green line right here. You've got your standard deviation bands. You have got here, let me blow this up a little bit here for you. You've got your standard deviation bands. You have got your weekly VWAP and your monthly VWAP lines, and they all reset at the proper times. And the way that you can use this is you always know how you should be trading for the day. You can tell whether you should be looking for mean reversion to VWAP based on whether it's within the first standard deviation. And if it pops out of the first standard deviation, you know that you should be looking for more directional trend trades until it comes back into the first standard deviation again. So you can see how important VWAP is. We know from the House hearings that the president of Citadel told us that they use VWAP. We only had to guess before, but he let us know that VWAP is a major part of their hedge funds trading, and so we know that that big banks and institutions like to buy and sell around VWAP because they can be sure that they're getting the right price for everything, and there's always a lot of liquidity there. So you can see the reactions that you get here as we come down here. Say this little part right here. Um, we hit the we hit all three VWAPs, monthly, weekly, and the daily intraday VWAP at this level right here, and the reaction we got off of that was nice. And along with that, we can see all of this absorption right there. These red bubbles let us know that there's selling going on, but the selling didn't go any further. And as price pops above that selling, we ramped up. And as we start to hit these green bubbles right here, that is aggressive buying. And we knew that we could stay in our trade. Another thing in Doc's VWAP here is these two black lines. Those are notating the initial balance. So we can also look at it the same way as we're inside the initial balance. Um, we hit this third standard deviation at the time of that initial balance, and we came back down, and we just keep bumping into it. You can set this initial balance if you'd like to the opening range. If you like to trade a 15-minute opening range or a 30-minute opening range, you can set those times and you can look at it that way as well. Um, so as you can see here, it's all about the confluences and it doesn't have to be complicated. Order flow and volume analysis does not have to be complicated. We want confluences. We still have our imbalances, our fair value gaps on this chart, and we have got when we see a confluence of these things, it can give us more confidence to enter a trade. So it's very simple to look at, very effective. It will make you a better trader. Another thing that you have here on the side of the screen, if you haven't seen this yet, are extremely comprehensive set of prior levels. So we've got everything from our current highs and current lows to prior day highs and lows. We've got London highs and lows. We've got the overnight high and low. We've got the Asia high and low, the current high and low, 3 day back, 2 day back. We've got 4 day back and 5 day back highs and lows. So you always know where these important levels are on your chart. And they're really important when it comes to looking for failed breakdowns. Here's a beautiful failed breakdown that happened right here. You've got these relative equal lows here. And they just so happen to happen at the first standard deviation below the VWAP line. So we know that there are buyers here. We've got a red absorption bubble bumping into that line. As we come down here, we bumped into it again. We came up. We had a sharp move down. We swept the liquidity below these lows. We got some aggressive buying, and we started our move up. If you didn't get in there, I'm sure you would have got in on that. But if you ran into some resistance here and you got nervous and you got out around this level, as we came up above it, now we know that we are out of the balance zone now and we are into a trending environment. We pull back to that first standard deviation. We got some aggressive buying here, and we just start moving up. So you can't ask for simpler. You can't ask for more effective. One last thing here before I go is one of these little cyan dots that you see here and these little magenta dots, those are RSI overbought and oversold levels. So when you get those little dots, you know that without looking at a separate oscillator, you know that RSI is below 20 at this point. However you use that, we don't look at these as entry signals or anything, but it's just nice to know that that RSI is oversold, or because as we come down here and we get our order flow signal with the dot, and we know that RSI is oversold, and we see us bumping into the first standard deviation of VWAP, those are a lot of confluences, and that's enough for anybody to be able to get long here at this point, at least back to VWAP. So there you go. One last thing, on the top of the screen here, you've got a status window. Instead of you can look up there and without having to analyze whether you're above or below every single line on this chart, you can see that we are bullish, which means we're above the first standard deviation on the daily VWAP. We're also bullish right now, and obviously we're looking at this current price over here. We're bullish on the weekly, we're bullish on the monthly, and we are bullish above the opening range or initial balance lines that are on this chart. So we are bullish, 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 and it doesn't take a genius to see that we are in fact bullish here. So you can draw yourself a trend line, and if you can't see that yourself, this will tell you very quickly what's going on. So Anyways, that's it, guys. So we're offering this now as a combo pack. If you didn't want a spring for our full lifetime license, you can pick this up right now as a combo pack with just these two indicators at our website. It doesn't come with our Discord because that's where our full library of indicators lives. But you can pick up these two indicators at a really good price. And just go over to scalpershideout.com, go to the purchase page, and you will see that package there for purchase. Have a great day, guys.